I was like reloading.
Hopefully now they'll be able to hear.
Anyway,
Yeah.
hopefully. You getting feedback?
No,
Or
I'm not getting feedback, but
no feedback from the chat. Okay.
Oh, I'm still waiting on somebody else to confirm. My daughter says no audio, but I just changed two settings, which should not have mattered that much. So hopefully they can hear us now.
Oh, I heard audio.
We're good.
Okay. All right. So we're good. I guess we have our username. I guess we have some stats. Do we have some stats for this?
We do have stats. First in the chat would be my daughter. Thank you very much. A little echo. Yeah, I can't really fix the echo right now. I'm not sure. Actually, hold on. I just try not to. No, that's probably still knocking out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have small echo. So that's the first in the chat, and this one of the week would be Stop. That's the person's name.
Instead of bop, it's stop.
With ends. Stop.
Stop. Makes you wonder. Okay. I got some RIPs this week here. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna start with Andre Brower. Everyone says Bauer, but there's an R. Andre Brower. He is most recognized as Captain Raymond Holt on the comedy cop show Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Before that, he spent 100 episodes playing Detective Frank Pimpleton on Homicide: Life on the Street, where he won a Primetime Emmy for his outstanding lead actor in a drama series. He won another Emmy for the FX miniseries Thief, in which he played the leader of a heist crew. He is in some memorable movies, such as Spike Lee's Get on the Bus, Primal Fear, City of Angels, and Glory, with Morgan Freeman and Denzel Washington, where he played Captain Thomas Tearless. Glory was his first on-screen role. So his role in Brooklyn Nine-Nine was his first comedic role, and he went to go on to get 4 Emmy nominations for his performance on the show. He had a BA from Stanford, and then he was a graduate from Juilliard. He was recently cast in what is called the Shondaland, which is also known as Shonda Rhimes, series of shows. Basically, a Shonda Rhimes show, or it's a new murder mystery drama called The Resonance. The series began production before the WGA strike and was set to resume in January. He died after a brief illness. No details have been given as to how long or what the illness was. He was 61. There we go. And then we have one more RIP. Do you want to take this from over?
One more RIP that is actually personal, and it's the reason why we didn't do the podcast last week. So unfortunately, my brother-in-law passed away last week. He was pretty young. He's younger than me, not by much, but younger than me. And he will be sorely missed. His name was, I'll give out part of his name, Corey Scott. So if anybody knows me personally, and my partner, her brother passed away last week, and it's sad.
Sure.
I gotta say the world's gonna be a little less fabulous without him in it. He's leaving sort of a legacy, at least with my kids, because they will never be homophobic, because he was a very fabulous gay dude, and they accepted him the way he was, and he never edited himself around them, and he was really good at them, and they both loved him a lot. It's hitting my youngest particularly hard, probably my oldest as well, because she got to hang out with him a lot when she was out here, or at least when they were both out here. And yeah, I've had to help out my partner and my daughter through these times, and it's been rough. So yeah, this is a shitty time of the year. Mental health awareness around this time of year needs to be kind of heightened. If you're ever thinking about, if you're depressed or thinking about harming yourself, call 988. That's the number for a hotline if you need help, and they can help you. So if you or somebody else that you know is having, certain kind of thoughts, 988.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
R.I.P. I mean, I've only been around him, I think maybe maximum 3-4 times, but he never shied away from anything that I saw.
Yeah.
So he kept the 100. I'll say that for him. He kept the 100 when I met him, and he was a nice guy. I've had the pleasure of meeting him and hanging out a few times. Usually he was pretty drunk and inebriated by the time I got there, because I usually get there late, to be honest. I usually come to the cities fabulously late, so by then parties are usually in full swing. But yeah, he will be missed. I mean, my heart goes out to you and your family, Cronus, and it's a very sad thing. This has been a very shit year, to be honest. So
Yeah, really shitty year. But we keep going.
yeah,
Oh.
as they say, the world keeps turning. So let's try to pick things up a bit, just a tad. It's always fun when we shit on Donald Trump. I mean, I know a lot of people are pro-Trump. I get it, Trump. But we should bring up the spirits a bit and talk about how he got kicked the Republican ballot in Colorado. You see this?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's going to go to the Supreme Court, so it's just it's interesting because there's an Insurrection Act, which there's been like this huge speculation on whether or not it pertains to a sitting president or not. I don't think that, my own personal opinion, I don't know if it's constitutional or not, but it shouldn't matter if you're the president or not, if you committed a crime of any kind. So I don't know why they're trying to just say they're trying to hide this guy behind some bullshit. When they already think, or they already know that he helped with the insurrection. So there shouldn't be an excuse in the fact that people are just clinging at straws. Like, the guy's clearly a dangerous man. He's incompetently dangerous, which is fucking amazing. And if we let this, incompetent moron hold on to more power, then we're going to have serious issues in America. We're not going to be able to move on from 2020. And I guess, it's 2021. But I don't want to see that shit ever happen again. So.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, but a lot of people do, because they are all about. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but Twitter, or the platform formerly known as
Twitter. I'm not calling it that.
That platform blew up with people yelling about, oh, I guess this means civil war, and would you be there for civil war? Would you support our, quote unquote, I'm using air quotes for those who are listening via audio, our president, referring to Donald Trump. I was like, seriously, you guys are willing to try to move towards violence because he got kicked off the ballot? Like, really? Like, seriously, it's really not that serious. Like, I don't understand. I think if he does go to jail at one point, or even house arrest, that may move more of his followers to violence. But I never understand the people that follow him are always prone to violence when something about him doesn't go their way. Every time.
Yeah.
So it's very strange to me that we live in a time where this one man draws so much how can I say, fever, a thirst quench for just violence, because these people crave it, all in his name, literally every time. It's very weird to me, and I don't really tell people this, but I'm usually cracking up laughing reading about all these people saying about what they're going to do because he doesn't get put on a ballot, or because he gets indicted, or because he has to show up in court, or because he has a mugshot. All these people threaten violence, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, really?
I mean,
like, if he told you to jump off a bridge, they probably would.
I could understand if he was like a decent guy, but he's not a decent guy. I mean, he's a guy that, even like way before he was president, he got sued for discrimination for housing. for apartments that him and his father owned. I think it was in New York, and he had to settle for that. So, he's been sued multiple times before and lost. He's bankrupted multiple different, organizations. He's caused a lot of people to lose their jobs. This is before he even became president. And now he's being convicted of sexual, assault. And he has like what 90 something other, not convictions, but like trials, and I forget what they're called. But yeah, I mean,
Indictments?
indictments. Yeah, he's got a shitload of indictments. Like this is the person that everybody's like going for. Like I don't understand. Like, can you go for somebody that's actually like at least a moral person? This guy has no fucking morals at all. And when you bring that up, people bring up like total nonsense about this guy. But you can't deny the fact that he's been convicted of all these crimes, like legit crimes. And people are just complaining about like the most recent ones, but those are still legit. And the ones before he got convicted. So
Very strange. You got Papa Bear in here speaking Latin. Like I can only decipher part of this phrase. I don't know what this means, but I feel like this is some kind of sigil. But yeah, I'm not even going to attempt. I don't speak Latin, so I'm going to attempt to decipher this. But yeah, this is very weird to me. But then again, I mean, if you look at the other people we have in like office, so in that state, one of the representatives is Lauren Boebert. She's the I think senator.
No,
she's
House
representative.
Yeah.
So she's a House representative from Colorado, and she still has a seat after all the porno she's been putting out. I mean, I'm just saying. And then we have Marjorie Taylor Greene, like talking about there's an insurrection in the Capitol because people are protesting with signs. They didn't have weapons; they had signs. There's signs in the Capitol saying we don't want this. I was like, what? How's this an insurrection? I think you misunderstand what was happening there. But people like her, they still have their office seats. So I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why people like those two in particular still have seats in our government.
Boebert, barely won. I think it was like 500 votes.
What does they say? What's the meme go? A win is a win.
Yeah, it was like one of the things where, like, leading up, it's 546 votes. It's
a good amount of people. I mean, that's at least one full Denny's and half an IHOP worth of votes. So, I mean, let's be real here.
Well, still,
it's like Tuesday.
The thing that I have with like all these representatives, it's like, okay, listen, if you won your seat, then I mean, cool, but you got to do something with it. Like, a lot of those people in like the quote unquote Freedom Caucus, they don't really do anything. Like, they don't pass any bill, they don't write any bills to pass, they're not writing any seats for anything. So it's like they don't really do anything except for like bring up bullshit bills they know we're not going to pass, and then try and get like clickbaity, quotes when they're like, interviewing people. And it's like they're not making the lives of their constituents any better, which should be like the number one thing that a congressperson should do is, improve the lives of their constituents, not just, being a monkey and throwing shit, in the halls of Congress. It's like,
but that's what they're doing though. I mean, almost on the daily. I mean, I don't know if they're on break already. They probably are. But
yeah, they probably are.
So
they don't actually work that much. Right?
Yeah, well, a lot of them have their own businesses.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like already oil tycoons or whatever. Or they have like, some of them have tech businesses, some of them have farms, some of them have like some kind of investment in like, what is it? Like, some kind of manufacturing or whatnot. A lot of them have money. A lot of them have money. That's how they got their seat. Because they have money to pay for, to campaign. So, even though they raise money to campaign.
Yeah, they only work like half of the year on average, a little less than half.
Unless they're called to an emergency like seating or meeting or whatever the fuck.
What the fuck? This can't be right.
What happened?
I'm like reading like their actual like the days that they work, and so like in the month of what the fuck was it? Was it August? Yeah, in August 2023, both the House and the Senate, they only worked on Tuesdays and Fridays for the whole month. Just Tuesdays and Fridays.
I mean, if you think about it, at least in this state, most government buildings they lock the doors at 4:30.
Yeah.
And then there's like I think there's days where they're not open. Like usually Tuesday or Monday they're not open. You know, depending on which branch of the government you're trying to get to.
Oh,
it's very weird. Usually, yeah, people are saying that because, well, some people just kind of echoey. Oh, he's saying it's worse. Okay.
It's gotten worse. Like nothing's changed. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute everything and then just give me a second.
Sure. Oh, moment of silence.
Give me a slight pause. Is that any better? Might be. Nope, there's still a slight echo. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about them.
Yeah. Well,
but you can hear the echo?
A little bit, but I can't. It's not like you can change it. Like.
Strange. Let me see if I...
Switch to that. Nope. No, I can't hear you. It's just so fucking frustrating.
Yeah. This whole year's been frustrating.
No, there's fucking feedback.
Oh, wow. Oh, whoa, no. What the...
Nope,
I said weather alerts. What the fuck?
What are you saying you're not supposed to do? Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you this whole time.
Feedback's getting worse.
It's like it's building up to an explosion.
It is. Yeah, it's like it's static.
Time bomb.
Oh, that's stupid. I had it sitting on something that was going to give it feedback every time. Yeah. But the echo's still there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and is it still there? Yep, still there. I don't know if it's like so bad I should like stop or what.
I don't know. You'd have to ask people in the chat. Were you able to play back the live feed? Oh, you know what?
No, if I can hear it, then it's definitely it'll be on the audio too. Kind of want to switch.
Yeah, we're already going. I already got my juices going.
No, I mean, switch my microphone to like a different.
Your mic.
Here, talk to me. Both for a
yeah. So for the people on the chat, so Warrior Fella, you're asking is Colorado the first to knock Trump off the ballot? I don't know. As far as I know, it is because everyone else is making a big fucking deal out of it. So let's assume, based on the amount of hype and fucking hoopla, we'll say yes. So did Lauren Boebert, Colorado OnlyFans queen, did she have a shit fit? Maybe. But usually when she does, it's usually on Twitter /X or a platform formerly known as Twitter. usually her and Marjorie Taylor Greene, they go to Twitter to complain or rile up or um, I don't want to say dog whistle. I'll say rally the troops, I guess, as he did at one point. I mean, but it is what it is. So yeah. Oh, okay. Oh wow. All right, I'm getting more information about the feedback. So yeah, it sounds like it's all you. Anyway, Papa Bear, I don't know what was your Latin thing? Is that from one of the armed forces, or is that on a pin somewhere, or a statue, or is that like a Harry Potter Cruciatus fucking spell or some shit? What was that? I don't know. Speaking of which, when I opened up, I have a notion for everybody. So a lot of people they know a lot of people are kind of Harry Potter fans, right? So Harry Potter has three unforgivable curses, right? So those unforgivable curses basically should be swear words, which basically when you use a curse, you're cursing someone out, as they say. So I mean, if you let's say you want to cuss somebody out, and you want to give someone the ultimate insult, you just basically should just Avada Kedavra your ass, or usually, I mean, people know that means you want them dead because it's the killing curse. One guy he threw a little Italian spin or a mobster spin. I'm sorry, he put a mobster spin to the Cruciatus curse. So instead of just saying Crucio, he said Pancrucio. And that sounds like a curse. That sounds like someone just cut your mama out. I mean, and why not? And then Imperial, I think we need to add a little something to it. Maybe I don't know, a little VOD or the or Pinche to it or something. I mean, that sounds like those would be really good curse words for the new age, the new kids or something. If they start catching on, remember you heard it here on Black and Black on Infinity from your boy, the old ninja. Just saying, if it catches. But yeah. What else do we have? Who else had a question on here that I missed on here? Pop Bear. So Pop Bear had asked, what areas? I don't know. Or would say his like super magna country, like somewhere like deep south, Midwest ish a little bit, but it would be like people going to they would drive like 2-3 hours to get to their biggest city, and usually probably if they're smart, go to the city that has their city capital and try to like take up arms there, and then be met with probably with the National Guard or just city police, and maybe have a shootout or two, and then it'd be done by morning or whatnot. It's not like these people have access to a tank or a working tank or yeah, but I really doubt they have armaments for a tank. Like I've seen tanks for. Yeah, I can hear you. I've heard you this whole time. Yeah, I've heard you this whole time. Because you said you were gonna take us a minute to fucking plug in. Oh yeah, no, your mic was working the whole time. Oh, I don't know if they can hear you. Even if it sounds like I'm talking to myself, this is still fucking awesome. Oh yes, Papa Bear. Yes, he did hold his wand sideways by saying like, "Oh no, I'm sorry." He does not say hold his wand. He just does it like he does this from Cusco. So where he just does a little flip underneath. It looks like a curse. It looks like you're at a pizzeria and some dude's like, "I'm walking here." They're like Cusco. Pretty awesome. I've been saying it a lot in Call of Duty now. Like when people like I get killed and people I don't see the killer. I'm like, this dude killed me. Like, Cusco. Pretty awesome. Pretty loudly too. No, they cannot hear you, but I can hear you. Yeah. Are you serious? No, because Papa Bear's responding to my curses, my Harry Potter curse. Oh yeah. Well, until you fix your stuff, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do like my monologue on this bitch, just like Prodigy be doing. But yeah. So yes, I like going back to the I guess quote unquote Civil War II. I mean, I would say I'm not. So I'm not. I'm not part of like the any kind of government official. Or I'm not part. I'm not like part of like any kind of like the FBI or shit National Guard, any kind of like I guess policing force or whatnot. So I'm just gonna say that
Test, test,
whatever,
test.
if something did
I
happen,
think they can hear me now. Everybody should.
can y'all hear Cronus now?
They should be able to.
I can hear him this whole time. It sounded like you're fixing like I couldn't. So I'm not looking at our feed. I'm looking at the chat. So I'm looking at all I can hear sounds like you're working on like a fucking tool or like a tool bench or workbench or some shit.
I just had to
Pretty cool.
I had to like take a bunch of shit out.
Yeah, that's what I could hear. It was awesome. But still, I think this quote unquote Civil War II. Oh, he said no echo. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I figured there'd be no echo, but I gotta figure out how to turn the gain up and all that shit.
There you go. Or we got Cronus back. For those of you
There we
who
go.
are
That's better.
back,
I just get
super
louder.
louder.
Yeah. Super loud.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Not super loud, just bitch is better.
Okay.
I can add volume. Excuse me, I have volume control on my headset, so no problem. Anyway, like I was saying, any kind of I guess let's say your level is
No,
lower.
it'll fix it in a second because
But
they're a little bit behind.
okay, so any place that was going to jump up and have some kind of mini insurrection where they want to start a fucking um, I guess civil war or try to take back. I mean, they claim that they are the United States, and like the people that don't want civil war, they claim that they're the United States. I mean, usually, I mean, in the past, what happened was states seceded from the Union and they created their own nation. So that's not what's happening here. Just people just have different opinions of what they think should be happening in the country, generally under the leadership of Donald Trump, and other people that do not. That's basically kind of what it is. And they keep forgetting there are other people vying for the presidency besides Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Like there are people that are there, their voices may be drowned out by all this shit in the media, which I find kind of funny. But I'm like, I'm just gonna sit back and wait till like the election times by next year. There'll be someone that nobody was talking about that'll pop up in like July or something, and all of a sudden they'll be the new white knight, quote unquote. That'll be the one to save the country or some bullshit.
Well, I mean, they've already had a few, and I think that this election you're going to have a lot more focus on third party candidates because there's already been a few people that went third party, like RFK Jr. and shit, I forget the other guy's name. He calls everybody brother. He's a black dude. I can never.
Oh, they're going to say Hulk Hogan.
No.
Wait, what?
I forget his name. God damn it! But he's a smart dude, though.
Don't tell me it's fucking what's his name, Larry Elder, because you don't.
No, not him. He's a would be traditionally called a guy on the left, or he used to be a Democrat. He's got like gray hair. He looks kind of I forget his fucking name.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I don't know any of these people. All I know is I miss real Republicans. Like
Dr. Cornel
Republicans
West. Goddamn.
Oh,
Yeah.
I met Dr. Cornel West. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And he gave a very moving speech. So I met him a couple of years ago in Sacramento. I had no idea that he's from Sacramento. His mom was in the crowd. His old elementary and high school teachers were in the crowd. And he came the day after Christmas to speak to the people at the library in downtown Sacramento. And they thought, like, the day after Christmas, there wouldn't be that many people. The place was fucking packed. It was fucking packed. There was a line down the steps, out into the parking lot. They wrapped around. They had their people come out to, like, redirect the line. Like, there's people...
Wait, what are you talking about?
All above. Dr. Cornel West.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he came to speak in Sacramento the day after Christmas. Like I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And we took my niece with us to come. My sister really wanted her to see him in his like element, like where he wasn't teaching, where he was just making a speech, and she wanted him to be around like kind of like-minded people. And I have to say, he gave her very like he turned it not into a speech, but more into a conversation. Even though there's a lot of fucking people, he tried to make it as more conversational as possible. And a lot of stuff I pretty much agreed with. And he brought up points that I feel like are overlooked a lot, like people who don't, especially now, for instance. So people who don't feel that a baby born here in the States is as precious as a baby born in Gaza or Israel. Like he's like saying, like, people need to understand that when a child is born, every child is precious to every family and to their community. And he seems that I guess there's people that act like only the children in their community are the ones that are going to be the ones to uplift and do all this stuff. He's like, no, like we need to treat every child, on the planet as precious because we are leaving this world to them. And he brought up some very, 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 very poignant points. There was a couple points where I was like, maybe, but I mean, he's a really nice fucking guy. I got a picture with him. Um, he was a very good movie speaker. However, I think it's a little hard for people to kind of take him seriously because he's in a lot of fucking movies, and he's written books and stuff, but he's more of like how can I say? I don't want to say he's like a documentarian, like the guy, who's the guy with the hat that fucking uh, George Bush wanted to like punch in the face.
The guy with the hat.
Mike, yeah,
Oh,
the guy
Michael
who
Moore?
he did
No, no.
yes, Michael
Yeah,
Moore,
he's not
that
like
guy.
Michael Moore.
Yeah, because Michael Moore always wears a hat. He wears a
Yeah.
hat almost every
He
fucking time.
does, yeah.
Even in the suit, he wears a hat. So Michael Moore, I feel like he's kind of like an avant-garde, like documentarian, like in your face kind of thing. But I feel like him and Cornel West are kind of on the same path, but Dr. Cornel West is more eloquent and a bit more critical, where versus Michael Moore is like, I'm gonna film, the people, and I'm gonna show this is what the people really like, and I'm gonna put you in the face like there's underlying stuff that we're not really seeing, and you need to see this. He puts it all together,
Yeah, but I
makes a
mean,
movie.
Dr. Cornel West, he's not, he doesn't make movies.
He doesn't make movies, but he writes books, and
Yeah,
he's in movies.
yeah.
He's in the Matrix. He's in a lot of movies. To be honest, I didn't realize he has a pretty solid resume of films. So, are you drinking wine?
I am drinking wine.
Okay.
I'm out
We
of most
fancy
booze.
here.
Oh.
Yeah, we fancy. I got my IC. I have to drink some kind of like decent fluid. I can't be drinking because I'm not at 100% yet. Hopefully, I will
You
by
still
tomorrow.
recovering from, did you get COVID again?
Yeah, I had the Rona. I
Yeah.
caught it last. I had it pretty bad last. No, I don't want to say pretty bad, but I wasn't feeling too great on Thursday. I was like, I don't feel so good. Like I thought it was just the cold because I didn't have a jacket, but I had a pretty bad fever Friday, like a really bad fever.
Got to get more
But
cowbell,
then,
man.
within,
Got to get more cowbell.
yeah, but then, but then after after Friday, like I still felt like I just felt right. Oh, like I was wiped out Friday. Like I had a couple fevers that day, and I felt like extremely exhausted. Like I really felt like I couldn't even get up. Like going to the bathroom felt like a jog. That's how wiped out I was. So I made sure to drink like Pedialyte. I had to get Pedialyte, which made me feel better, but not 100%. And just take a bunch of medication. Then a few days, I felt better. I'm just having like this last end of the cough. This is actually not nearly as bad as the last 2 days. Like holy shit, I thought I was going to cough up blood. This is how bad I was coughing. So
Yeah.
better now.
So, like, I actually kind of got, both me and Kay got stomach viruses or stomach something. I don't fucking know. I don't know if we just got food poisoning or what. But it was like the day week. So we had something, we went to a new place in Chula Vista. And then, like, the next day, my stomach was like, at that night, my stomach was kind of messed up. And I was just like,
Damn.
I was thinking about like I was like, am I gonna throw up in the middle of the night or crap myself like while I'm sleeping? Just like kind of I toughed it out. I was okay, and then the next day was my youngest. She had a performance. She had a ballet performance, and she also did
Oh,
like a Broadway
that's
thing.
cute.
Yeah, so she did a
Wait, I'm sorry, a Broadway thing? Like y'all went to New York or
no. She
what?
did
What?
like a song from Wicked, one short
Oh,
day.
okay, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, she did two. She had two performances at like this thing that she had with her like performing art school, and it was really cool. But like the whole time I was sitting there, I was like my stomach is just like turning over in knots. I'm just like I really don't want to throw up in this place. Like,
Yeah.
and then my audio dropped out. Huh.
Yeah, it dropped. It literally dropped in volume for like a good 10 seconds.
It's
But
good.
you're back now. So
Okay,
it's good.
that was
Yeah,
weird.
you're good. You're good.
Oh,
I
but then
thought I was
like
tripping.
no, I see it now. Okay, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, you dropped for a good one.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
I
I don't
touched
know.
it.
You dropped hella low.
There's like a touchscreen up here, but yeah, that was weird.
Oh, I don't know, but it dropped. I could hear you. I'm like, wait, did my shit? And then you're back like that. Oh, okay, we're good.
Okay.
So yeah, we're good.
Yeah, she should be back. Okay. But yeah, and then I think Kay tossed her cookies like yesterday, like just kind of out of nowhere. I was
shit.
just like, dude. So yeah, we're both still like, both stomachs are just like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I've been eating a lot of soup. I've been eating like once a day because that's how like I've been not really interested in eating. I have to force myself to eat. So my fuck. But I've been drinking a lot of fluids though, so a lot of Gatorade. I have a lot of Gatorade, Pedialyte. I ran out of water, and I just got water like
how do
today.
you run out of water?
I drank it all.
I mean, you got tap water,
I
right?
don't drink tap water.
No, you don't drink tap water no more?
No, I don't trust the tap water.
You gotta get that hose
Like,
water.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I was like, fuck. I mean, what I was gonna do is like do tap water and boil it, and then fucking pour it back. But I'm like, that's doing too much. Let's fucking buy fucking $3 fucking pack of water. It's fine. So I have water. Is a couple weeks ago I went to Vegas with some friends. So out of the 9 of us that went, 4 of us came back with Rona, like all at the same time. And one person who didn't even go, they caught Rona. So 5 of us back home had Rona all at the same time. So we're all basically coming out of it right about now.
Yeah, there's a new.
And we all like started.
There's a new variant. It's called like the J1, the JN1 or something like that.
It's called the Vegas variant.
The
That's why
Jenny
I got
from the block.
sick. Fucking Vegas.
It's the Jenny variant.
God dang. God dang. Yeah, it's all bad, dude. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much out of it now.
I'm glad you recovered.
I got a couple tests. Yeah, I had to buy new tests. Like, I didn't know it was like I wasn't aware of this, but I guess if you're they probably do this with your daughter, but schools for like elementary and probably below, maybe even high school, probably not high school, but apparently definitely elementary schools, they get rodent tests for free, and they test the kids on campus.
Yeah, she gets it every week.
Oh, fucking week?
Yeah.
God dang. So my little cousin, I think they only test when they start feeling sick. Like if they have runny nose, when they start coughing, they take them to the nurse's office, they do the test, and if they're bad, they quarantine them and tell the parents you need to come get your kid. I don't know if they test every week. I don't know how. I think it depends on your county or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the every week testing is like it's school specific, and then for us, you had to opt in. So we opted in because when we first moved here, it was like in 2022. So we opted in for that, and then if she gets sick at all, and she has to go home, like they'll send her home with like 2 kits, just in case,
Oh, okay. That's actually really good. Yeah,
free.
I had to get a kit. Yeah, so the schools have like a shit ton of kits.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And I have the same kit that because my sister and my mom are both teachers, and they get two tests per kit, whereas in the store it's 1 fucking test per kit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, I buy them in bulk. Yeah, I give them like 5 at a time.
Yeah. So the bulk that I saw, it's 4 tests for like $35 or some shit. And I'm like, that's kind of a lot. But I remember when tests were fucking free. Fuck y'all.
Well, it's taxpayer paid for. Every time I think about things that they're free, but we already paid for.
Yeah, quote unquote free. Yeah, I know.
We already paid
but
for
still,
it.
so I picked up a couple tests. So I got to retest like tonight or when I decide to wake up, whatever. We got I don't know if we want to talk about this. Not everybody's here, especially PUBG, but the fucking video game awards before it fucking goes into obscurity.
Actually, can we talk about something else before we get to the video game awards? Because I want to talk about something
Of
that was
course.
not in the video games award, but what is
Sure.
a video game that is awesome.
Sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
so I've been
Here,
trying
I'm
to-
gonna sit back.
I've been waiting.
Yeah.
Nobody's played it yet, like in the group, and I was waiting for somebody to fucking play it.
Wait, here. Before you start saying this is gonna trigger you, I have not finished Ragnarok.
Yeah, you're fucking wrong on so many levels. I don't understand how it even happens.
See, I already called it. I already knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. There you go.
Oh, see, I keep doing it. It's like that because there's a touchscreen on this fucking thing. When I have to grab up here.
I literally, so I can hear you. I can hear you increase your volume when you just did that right now.
That's weird.
That's fucking
Maybe I should
weird.
put it upside down or something. I don't know. Or just I gotta learn how to grab it up here. I gotta grab higher up the shaft, like this with 2 fingers. So.
Oh my god, that should be the name of the task. With 2 fingers.
Grab the shaft with 2 fingers.
No, either that or just put with 2 fingers.
No.
Because there's only 2 of us. That's awesome.
All right. So God of War Ragnarok, which came out last year, something like that. There was
it last year?
Yeah, during the VGA Awards, which we were just about to talk about. During the VGA Awards, they announced that they are going to have a free DLC, and it's called God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. And it came out on the 18th, which is like 2 days ago. Or maybe, was it the 18th? Maybe the 16th.
It's like Friday. Wasn't it Friday?
Yeah, I think it was the 16th. So, which is like a couple days after they announced it, which is like nobody had even heard of it before. And so they said it was like a rogues-like game. And I was just like, I don't know about rogues-like, which I do like those sorts of games if they're done a certain way. But I was like, but how does God of War like really fit into that? Like, it's going to be kind of odd. This is, first of all, one of the best DLCs ever. They should just call it Kratos Goes to Therapy. That's basically what it is. It's Kratos Goes to Therapy. All right. And it's like, this is the best, one of the best DLCs I've ever played, if not the best. Especially because this is the best rogues-like game I've ever played, hands down. Because it is, I did it again. Jeez, this thing is sensitive as fuck. This is brutal.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up information for our next subject, but I can hear it. I can hear you touch it.
Yeah.
And then it reacts when you touch
God
it.
damn, that's annoying. So anyway,
It's hilarious.
this game basically starts at the end of God of War Ragnarok when Atreus already left. Well, sorry, spoiler alert, but the game came out a while ago.
I mean, it's been out for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had time to play it. I bought it day one. I just haven't finished it.
So it's just, finish it, definitely. You have to finish it. Well, you don't have to finish it, but you'd be better off finishing it and then playing the game.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to finish it before I do the DLC.
Yeah.
100%.
So I'm going to give you some spoilers, I guess.
I'm going to use the restroom while you keep talking.
Okay. So, while he's gone, you start off this game. Why'd it go down again? Okay, this is like super sketch now. I didn't touch anything. I just got to keep my eye on some green lights. Anyway, so the game starts of you like in your little boat with Mimir, the decapitated head, going in the water to like some weird place. You get some invite to go somewhere, and as soon as you touch land, like you kind of lose all your powers, which is very Metroid like, which is kind of funny. And then you go in there, and no ability to jump King Arthur, but don't worry, I'll get there. Basically, you end up in like this place where you have to go and try and like relive your past and like kind of come to terms like the things that Kratos has done. So what this game did that the other previous God of War games did not do, see, it did it again. I think it's why I touch anything fucking near this thing. Is they go back through the previous God of War games and give you proper context and see what it's like as like an older Kratos having trying to atone for like what he's done in his previous life. So if you're wondering like how they gonna address all these things, they go back to like the boatman, the guy who he just fucking ruthlessly killed for no reason. They didn't have to kill with the Hydra, and then they talk about how he left his daughter in Elysium to get revenge on the gods. Helios comes back as a decapitated head, which is funny because you tear his head off. He keeps doing it. I'm not even doing this. I touched literally nothing, and it's turning down. So, this is gonna be a fucked up podcast. Anyway, There's like a lot of stuff that's in the game that addresses like all this previous shit that you did in the previous games, and the more and more you go through the game, you get the old enemies from the old. It just fucking did it again.
uh,
It's just fucking pissing me off. Actually, let me bring up. If I have like the sure thing, you get the old enemies. I'm not gonna tell you which ones from the previous games. And so you get to see them make a comeback. You get to fight them again, and you get a new weapon, sort of, in the game. So and it's pretty dope. And what I mean by a roguelike game is basically as you're playing this game, like you're gonna die a lot, especially on hard mode. I died probably 50 fucking times before I got like a good handle on it because it's fucking hard on hard mode, and you have to like build up like these kind of perks to like last longer in the game. So yeah, you know what? I can't with this. This is fucking pissing me off. It keeps turning me down.
yeah, it's like, is it? I'm not saying. Are you touching it? Or is it
No,
like reactionary?
I'm not touching it at all.
Huh. Very strange.
Oh wait, hold on. There's a lock button. Hold on.
Oh shit! You're all quick.
Hold on. Maybe I can do that. Put some way over here. It doesn't seem to do much. So if it keeps turning down, I can't keep pressing this fucking stupid touchscreen thing.
Okay, see if it works. Well, you're good for now.
I guess until it just randomly goes down again. So yeah, basically every time you die, you start back with nothing. So you just start back with like your basic stuff. You're like kind of like a knob. Like you have like all your weapons, but you don't have any like.
There you go. There it goes. Maybe you should do what Pop Bear said: turn it off, turn it back on again, or just unplug it, plug that bitch back in. I don't even know. There we go, boom. And let's look at literally USB-C. That's what it looks like. For those of you who are not watching us, as you should be, because we're on YouTube
It's the old
live. Everyone's
USB
there.
type. It's like it's an older one.
There you go. Okay.
So anyway, at the end of your when you die in your run, you start back with like nothing, and then when you start your run again, you get every like encounter that you have. There's like chests in the encounter where you can like upgrade yourself again to like get runics and like get like blessings of cooldowns and also like really cool shit. And like at the end of your run to like complete the cycle, you have to face Tyr, and he's basically the god of war of Norse mythology.
No.
And it's dope.
He looks like a stoner. He looks like Shaggy if Shaggy was like 50 years old.
Yeah, but in this one he actually fights, so it's actually really cool. And you get to learn more and more about Kratos and his backstory, and more about Tyr as well, and like him trying to come to grips with because basically Kratos doesn't want to become the god of war again, and so he's trying to like come to grips with inside of himself and like how to atone for like what he did so he can be worthy to be a god of war even if he wants to be it. So I think it's really cool because like Tyr has he has weapons just like you do as like the god of war. So and I didn't know like when you first start when I fought him once and I was like, oh, this is dope in the fight, but then like the next fight I fought him and he's like he has a different set of weapons and skills. So yeah.
Awesome. Wait, so you were playing this for days on end. So I was like, this couldn't have been just like a 6-hour DLC. These seem like a big chunk of fucking DLC.
Oh yeah, I'm still playing it. Like I'm probably like.
You're still. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I thought you finished it.
No, I've beaten it, but when you beat it, you start the cycle over again, and then because you want to learn more about his backstory, and there's basically you're going through legit therapy with Tyr, and there's like different steps you have to go through. So
wow.
And you unlock more and more stuff like through, because like there's what do you call them? There's Valkyries there. They have like their own little storyline.
Fuck the Valkyries.
Yeah, well, actually, they because like you're a general, and so like you have the respect of the Valkyries now, and like
I'm about to say they try to fuck me up and like fuck these bitches.
They help you.
I killed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, killing one was enough. That's why I stopped playing the first. Well, no, I actually finished the first God of War, but I'm not going. I wasn't going back to kill no fucking batteries.
Platinum it.
Fuck
I
that.
got a platinum it.
I killed one, and I was like, dude, fuck these bitches. Like they can just stay miserable.
Yeah, I killed them on hard mode, and like their whole story is actually
Fuck
really cool.
that. Fuck that. I was like, dude, this is too much. I keep getting my ass kicked. Like you have to be precise. Like you have to find your routine and stay precise with it. Any deviation means death, unless you get lucky and you have like Atreus like fully ranked up, which I did not at the time. So it's just like, what the fuck?
Well, even then, it's like
But
beating Sigrun. Like that's like an accomplishment. Sigrun is a
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that kind of abuse. Like I was like, fuck. And when I beat the game was the day before Ragnarok came out.
oh
So I'm like, I'm not going back. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not going out. I'm gonna do a Ragnarok. So I played Ragnarok pretty heavily, and then like I got distracted and then just never went back. But I have it. It's right here. It's literally right here underneath my TV. So
yeah. It's worth going back if you've already beaten God of War Ragnarok. Go get the DLC. It's fucking free. You have really no excuse. You can have a lot of fun. You get to learn more about all these characters, and you get if you're an original God of War fan from like the ones that came out back in the day on like the PS2, you're going to love this game. Love it. Like the fact that Helios, who you decapitate, like in like God of War 3, I think, and like he replaces Mimir in like part of the game, and he's talking shit the whole time to you, like legit talking shit to you. It's hilarious.
yeah, that's all bad. I mean, but Kratos did it for the greater good. Well, actually, no, it did.
Sort of.
He did it for revenge. He did it for revenge.
Yeah, they talk about like the consequences because technically Helios saved him, and then he still ripped his head off and killed him, and then because of that, like the world didn't have the sun for a while, and so a bunch of people died. And they talk about how because before like when he killed not Leviathan but Poseidon, when he killed Poseidon, like it caused a huge flood, killed millions of people. So like all the really bad shit that he did. Yeah.
Damn. God dang. Ain't much anger in him.
Yeah.
Like his father. Yeah, I plan on. And once I beat Ragnarok, I plan on downloading DLC and playing through it, which will probably be soon because I'm probably not going to get any new games for a little while. So, but I have a bunch of games that I haven't even opened. They're sitting like here. There's other games that I barely scratched the surface on. One of which is a game award winner. So, you want to go into that next?
Yeah. We'll talk about you got the VGAs up, like the winners and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got a little quick thing here. So, the much talked about VGAs went down. Like it's been what 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah,
3 weeks, 3 weeks. It was like highly debated, but now everything's in, everything's done. We can start with the big ones, or we can go from the little ones. Which way do you want to go?
Go with the big ones first.
Big one, surprise, surprise, game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3, which everyone kind of knew it was going to get anyway. Excuse me. I mean, come on. It was like highest rated, one of the highest rated games of the year, which is very weird because there's more than 110 this year. Breath of the Wild, or no, Tears of the Kingdom being one of them, but apparently Baldur's Gate being the favorite going in. Ever since the excellent game. What I didn't know about the game is that it's fucking turn-based. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's 2023. Why the fuck are we doing turn-based? And why the fuck are we doing 3-player co-op, by the way? Anyway, just before I get on my soapbox.
Maybe you only got 2 friends.
Yes. Also, Player's Choice also went to Baldur's Gate 3. Best Narrative, though. That went to Alan Wake 2. I was like, oh shit, Alan Wake wins fucking award. Good for them. Best independent game, Sea of Stars, which I don't know. So best ongoing game, I don't understand this because there's no multiplayer. I don't understand ongoing because I don't remember them announcing DLC for this game beyond what's already out, which is Cyberpunk 2077. Excuse me.
Well, I guess it was just the DLC because I mean the DLC is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, so I think this award should be renamed to Best Comeback Game, like a game that had the shit release.
Maybe best DLC.
Yeah, Well, it's just Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe it was for Phantom Liberty, maybe not. It doesn't really stay. Um, Best adaptation. So this, I didn't get what this fuck did and what until you read the nominees. This is basically best adaptation from game to live action or animation, and winner was The Last of Us. Actually, I kind of thought Arcane or Edge Runners was going to win,
That came out.
but
Arcane
last
came out in 2022, I thought.
maybe it did. What are the other
I think
fucking
same
nominees
thing.
in this
Yeah.
game? I forgot what the nominees were. I could have sworn they were nominated. But anyway, Last of Us was like probably the best. What's going to win? You already knew.
Oh, it's 20. I'm sorry, 2021 was Arcane.
Okay,
Yeah.
so whatever else, it was going to win. Last of Us was the best adaptation. Personally, I agree with this. It was a really great, faithful adaptation from game to screen. It is almost identical. There's actually changes that I think they made were actually better. So, best fighting game. I'm not really surprised with this. A lot of people wanted Mortal Kombat 1 to win, but it's Street Fighter 6. Great game. Best art direction. Alan Wake 2. Baldur's Gate 3 wins best role playing game. Beating out Starfield. I don't know why people thought that was going to happen. Hi-Fi Rush wins an award for best audio design. I'll take that.
It was a great game.
Armored Core. Armored Core 6 won best action game, which I did not think that was going to happen at all. Like, I did not see Armored Core winning shit for anything. Best family game went to Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Sure. I mean, it's a Mario Brothers game. Like, what the fuck? Best action adventure game went to Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Sun, which
Tears of the
you know,
Kingdom.
great. So I'm sorry, Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Sun's a movie. But yeah, best VR game. I've heard this over and over. Resident Evil Village VR apparently is really good. Forza Motorsports wins best sports/racing game, which is great because I heard really good things about Forza, even though nobody really plays it anymore. Maybe. I already said art direction went to Alan Wake 2. There's awards for best esports and all this other stuff, but yeah, it pretty much rounds up the big stuff, I think. Oh, best multiplayer game went to Baldur's Gate. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, is that it? Is most anticipated game. That's not really an award. That's just like a participation trophy. Sure.
Yes. I mean, it's GTA 6. So
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. Because this was it was not on the radar at the time until like they hyped everybody up, and definitely GTA 6 was like their meteor like went all the way up once that shit fucking dropped. I do like this best best game studio, Remedy, because I really do like Remedy. They're the ones who obviously did Alan Wake and Control, and supposedly a Control 2 is on the way, which I can't fucking wait. I really love Control. I can't wait to buy Alan Wake because I really want to fucking play this game. I heard it's really fucking good. So I don't know what this best studio game direction. There's two of these. One of them was Epic Games. The other one was Remedy. But either way, I really like Remedy. I'm expecting great things from them. They were like my new favorite. Esports game went to Valorant. I don't know why. I guess Valorant's very popular. It's only on PC at the time, I believe. I don't know if it's on the console yet.
Master Race.
Valorant is? Oh yeah, it's on the Master Race. That's what I thought. I've seen it played. Like I've seen people play Valorant. I'm like, this looks like fucking Apex with just different maps. But whatever. So there you go. There's your winners. Mostly the night went to Baldur's Gate. There was some surprises with Alan Wake 2 winning like 2 awards. I guess a lot of people think they weren't going to win. So now people will argue all the way up until the next set of games that come out. But what do you think of these announcements, these winners and losers?
I mean, there's not a lot of surprises there. I mean, honestly, for me, I mean, the only thing that I think that we probably already talked about was the obvious absence of. Well, I'm surprised that Spider-Man 2 didn't win shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why people were mad.
Yeah,
Spider-Man 2 won nothing.
but I mean,
0.
honestly, this is a really good year for video games. I've talked about it before, so I'm not surprised that there's going to be some games that fall through the cracks. I think there was a lot of controversy too with the lack of any nominations for Hogwarts Legacy, which is also I think it's the best-selling game of the year, if I remember correctly.
But I'm pretty sure it's pretty close. If it's not, it's like It might have been. It might be Modern Warfare, but even though Modern Warfare has its own issues, but yeah, just
Yeah, no,
what's the highest game?
it outsold Modern Warfare.
Okay, I
Yeah,
mean I get
I
it.
just looked it up, and yeah, it is Hogwarts Legacy, which I mean, it sales does not equate, you know, a great game, even though the game was fantastic. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but
100%.
the problem, I think, the main problem with Hogwarts Legacy is that after you beat everything, there's nothing more to do. Like
Yeah,
there's
it's
no new
missing
game plus.
DLC.
There's no
No DLC.
DLC.
No
There's
nothing.
nothing. So, and like when once you beat everything, there's like you can't go out and find more like bad guys to like beat up or anything. Like it's literally the world is empty. And I think if they would just added in like even just like some fucking arenas or something like that, you know what I mean? That you could have like
Yeah,
really
I mean
give some longevity.
Quidditch. If they had multiplayer Quidditch, that game would still have like extensive longevity. But I mean, supposedly because it did so well, surprise, surprise, Hogwarts Legacy 2 was kind of officially announced. Kind of, sort of officially announced. I mean, I expected that. I mean, best-selling game, you make over $1 billion, you should have a sequel. So
Yeah.
the game's fucking fun to play. Like, I mean, if you really, really want to, you just create a new character and start with a new house. I mean, there will be slightly different. I mean, the majority of the game will be the same, but I mean, you can choose not to do the unforgivable curses. I mean, I don't see why you would not want to because there's no real consequence for using them.
That was a weird
But
thing too. They could have definitely put in a morality system in the game that would have
yeah,
helped a little bit.
apparently they did, and they took it out kind of last minute. So
Mm.
it is what it is. I mean, it was fucking fun. I own the game. I'm glad I bought it. I played. I don't know if you played as every house. Did you play as every house, or at least more than one?
I know it's already there's no. I just played as one house.
Oh, well,
Gryffindor till I die. But you know.
yeah. I was gonna say, you know that in order to get the I guess the platinum, you need to play as every
No,
house.
I'm not doing that
It's just
because
so important. Yeah, it's kind of a lot because there's a lot of houses. So I started a Slytherin fucking character. I was like, fuck, I'll do like Prodigy does and just go all the way evil because he could play all the way evil and not have consequence. So he just go and just fuck people over, and that'll be it. So, but it's a fun fucking game. I do get it. There's no like in game kind of like longevity, but playing the game to get to that point, it was a pretty long campaign. It was a lot of fucking fun. So it's definitely worth the full price, I would say, especially if you're a Potter fan.
oh
Like
yeah,
this is a must-have.
definitely must
You
have.
you you should have this fucking game. And I know it just came to the Switch like what last month or whatever.
Yeah,
So this is a must-have fucking game.
yeah. The game
So,
was a lot of fun.
but
Like
yeah,
that. I never had so much fun slinging fucking spells around.
right? I mean, dude, I never had fun just throwing big ass barrels at people and watch them be impacted
Yeah,
so
exploded
tough.
it.
Where people, yeah, and like people come up to you, you'll pay for that. Like, what did you do? I'm like, oh, I'm do it to you too. And just, boom. Oh, so good, so good. But yeah, oh yeah. So called Modern Warfare 3 came in second. Hogwarts came in first. Still, and that shit came out at the beginning of the fucking
It did.
year.
It's February.
That's
Yeah.
fun. That's fucking awesome. Good on them. Good on you. Good on them. That's a fun game. If you don't have it, fucking go buy it. Fucking even if you're not if you're a wayward or laissez-faire Potter fan, this if you're a gaming fan, this is a lot of fun. Just buy the game, play it. It's probably $30 now, maybe even less. Actually, no, it's probably $30 right now. So, but yeah, I forgot about Spider-Man 2. No, it was nominated almost as much as Baldur's Gate and won nothing.
Yeah, but I
No,
mean,
no, no.
it was still one of the best selling games on the PS3. So,
Hmm. You mean
oh,
PS5?
sorry, PS5. Wow, I said PS3.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
My dude, you still think about fucking Kratos. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
it's so funny. Like
Yeah.
I see like some of these memes on like Facebook and stuff about like people that are, if you play like a PS1, then you're so old. I'm like, dude, I played a fucking Atari. Like,
Yeah. I saw that. I think it's the same meme. It's like if you played Pong, you're a fucking dinosaur. They have like a dinosaur next to it. So it's like,
I mean, I'm old,
holy
but I'm not
shit.
that old.
I'm that old, maybe even older.
But I guess
Actually,
I
I'm
am old
older.
now because I'm officially pulling down disability now. So that's
Oh, yeah, because you can.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's when you're AARP. That's when you're officially
Yeah,
old. You
that's
can
true.
be. You can pull out disability technically when you're 18,
11 years
depending on what
old.
happened in your life. Yeah, so there you go. Oh, we got to talk about something more game related as well. Something that is basically we all kind of saw coming, and we didn't understand why it didn't end earlier. But the Electronic Entertainment Expo is now dead
I mean, it's
forever.
died a couple times though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But now it's officially
Yeah, it
dead.
was officially dead like in
Official.
2020, and
Yeah,
like
they
even
put it
before
on
that.
pause.
Yeah, no, it was like
Yeah,
even before that. What was like the last one? Hold on. How many?
last one was 2020 because they did like they did a complete like mobile one or yeah, it was like the what the fuck they call that shit, the FaceTime fucking what was the popular fucking thing? I can't remember. It's a popular fucking video messaging fucking app. It's on my phone too, but it was like that era and everyone fucking was all about it. But they did E3 through video, basically through video chat, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?" And so like everyone pulled out of the last couple ones, so there was no point. No one gave a shit. It kind of sucks. It's like the end of like of several decades of like this big trade show that was like where people from around the world would show up to, and now it's gone.
Yeah, I think the last one was like
So
in 2019.
was it 29? The last in person one?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there was one that was like came out where it's all just video fucking bullshit.
I think that was like 20, maybe 2021. Yeah, that's 2021. It was online.
Yeah, okay, that's the one. That's the one I once said that was bullshit. So now E3's been replaced by showcases. Like each
Yeah,
of the big fucking companies, the big four, three, big three. Yeah, I guess big three. Well, I guess the big companies they do their showcases. Then now, like individual like studios, like big studios, they do their own showcase
yeah. I mean,
now.
you got
Like
Nintendo Direct. You got Sony. What?
Sony
Sony
showcase,
Showcase.
Xbox showcase,
Yeah,
uh, Capcom did a showcase. Um, I think EA did a showcase, maybe sort of. Oh, Ubisoft did a showcase because I watched that one.
yeah. But
Uh,
honestly, I think that somebody's gonna just because it's a convention. Somebody's gonna do a convention again someday. They'll pick it back up.
yeah, someday. Hopefully, and it won't be E3. It'll be called some. I mean, there's still Gamescom. Gamescom's really big,
Yeah.
even though it's in Germany. A lot of the game companies are here in the states. I mean, there. I understand there's some in Canada. Actually, a lot in Canada, but like not everybody has the resources to go to Germany. So,
Unless you live in
but I know it's
Europe.
pretty big. Yeah, unless you're in Europe, but the U.S. ones are probably we'll skip Gamescom. But still, I mean, it's still one of the bigger trade shows. What's the other one? PAX.
Yeah.
There's PAX East and PAX West. I guess one's bigger than the other. I can never tell which, but those are the last two that I can think of that are pretty big. But E3 was always in LA, and I've never got a chance to go. I tried so hard. I remember it was never open to the public, and then they opened it to the public. Then it went all crazy. They took all the booth girls away, and there was a big controversy over that. Like a bunch of shit, you know. But I remember E3 being like our thing. Like, remember when fucking G4 would cover E3?
Yeah.
Like, it was a huge fucking thing. They'd be there all week. They
Yeah.
looked like they didn't shower, like trying to report in their little nasty fucking couches and shit. This shit was wild.
So E3 was only open to the public for like 3 years. It was
The last
2017 to
3 years
2019.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for ever since the '80s, E3 was a industry only event.
Ever since what?
But yet we would ever since the '80s,
I started in
late.
'95.
Yeah, thought it started in '89.
Nope.
Shit,
Debut show was in
I'm
'95,
tripping. No, there you go.
and
Damn,
it
from
was
'95 to
and it
2019.
hasn't always been in Los Angeles.
Where was
It's been in Georgia.
really?
It's been in Santa Monica.
What? What?
Yeah, it's been mostly in LA though.
Okay, okay. It was like a one-offs, couple one-offs there.
Yeah, it was in Georgia for 2 years, and then it was in Santa Monica for 1 year.
Oh, yeah, okay. So a couple little offsites, but the majority of the time is in LA. Remember it being a big thing. Uh, I mean, there's CES, but that's not the same thing. That's like, you know,
Yeah.
new toys, new toys every year. And CES is always during the AVN convention, so you can't have E3, CES, and AVN at the same
I
time
mean,
in the same city. That's too much. There's too much fucking. There's too much over. There's so many like arrests that would happen that night. I would imagine. Yeah, I mean, it's end of a fucking era, end of a fucking saga. They'll probably make a fucking documentary movie about this in like the next year or two. Then they'll bring it back to something else, maybe, sort of. We'll see. But still sad to report. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but like a lot of like people that were in the industry that have left or they're still in, they would post like their most memorable moments of what happened and the big like announcements that came out, like when the PlayStation One got announced at one of the E3s and the Microsoft Connect. Um, when Keanu Reeves was there, that was
yeah.
a big fucking. That was like one of the huge ones. There's still memes about him in there to this day.
I
It's
remember
fucking
when like
wild.
when the PS3 got announced, it was like basically a fucking $1 million. It's like, why is this so expensive?
Yeah, everything's so expensive. I'm like, that's fine.
And people
I
complain
remember. I
about like,
remember the N64 got announced.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Well, people talk about like how expensive like consoles are, but it's like the PS3 when it got announced, I think it was like five or $600.
It was like 600. I think the very first fat one was 600.
Yeah, which is it was a great console, but it was like that was so much money back then. And I remember it
Mm-hmm.
came out like right around the time where I started going to Iraq, so I had Iraq money, and so it wasn't as bad. Yeah,
That's fucking wild, dude. End of an era, dude. End of the times is things are changing, as they say. I mean, there's probably just now it's just. I mean, the thing about the showcases I think are cool. It is cool is that you're able to watch a showcase from the comfort of your phone, your laptop, your whatever device you want to watch it on, and you can see all the cool shit.
yeah.
I think there's a huge difference versus be actually there and see what like it looks like. Maybe even actually see play a demo versus just watching the shit there. So, or I mean, watching the shit at home. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm pretty sure, like you said, it'll probably come back in 3 to 5 years. It'll be new. It won't be E3. It'll be something similar, where it's basically E3. So, we shall see.
Switching gears a little bit, I should have wrote down some notes about this, but I guess at this point, 2 weeks ago, because I missed last week for obvious reasons. Rescue Residents had our first event, and it was our Jamboree, which is kind of funny. It's the J Amboree, as in like J Ambulance Aree. Anyway, it ended up being like a pretty small event, but it was still really cool to attend. I was there for basically like a day and a half. I went up to the desert and helped out Papa Bear as much as I could, and got to see like these people in these ambulance conversion vans, um, and like see like how they lived. For me, that was like the most fascinating part. So the whole event was to help raise money for rescue residents, and to get our name out there, and then to have like kind of like a get together for people in the RV ambulance conversion community. And right now, our first ambulance, Ambo One, is still getting converted, which Papa Bear is putting a bunch of blood, sweat, and tears into, as well as another board member who has an ambulance who he calls Tanya the ambulance, which is kind of funny because he literally doesn't call his ambulance like his RV or anything. He always calls it Tanya, and it's just like literally on the front grill, like where you normally have like the blue oval for the Ford logo, it says fucking Tanya on it.
Mhm. Okay.
I was like, whoa, dude.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, I get it.
but it was
So,
and then there was like I saw him like the first day, and then there was a couple that came out. I think later on that night. Yeah, and they had like this really cool like it looked like a bigger ambulance conversion, but it wasn't. It just looked like it was just crazy because it was like lifted. It was 4-wheel drive. It was like this cool like lime green color. It had like all this like peripheral stuff on there, and apparently like the guy who who because he built this thing like himself, and so he's an HVAC guy, and so like
Mm.
the insulation because they're from Minnesota, it's like the insulation like their van is like this 3 layer deep insulation, and like he has like this whole like he showed us like a cross section of like what it looks like on the inside, and it was just like really cool like to see the way this guy engineered like how to insulate his van, and then like the way that like when they pulled in and like started to set up like they pulled out like this like awning off the side, and they popped out like
Mm.
this like flooring area and set up like their like seats and stuff like outside, and they had like on the back of their ambulance they had like this crazy like huge like they were like these 3 large like I want to say like they look kind of like lockers but they're not lockers, but like the thing like I didn't know it was on hinges, so like the thing hinges out from the back, hinges
Mm.
all the way around to the side, and it like makes like a kind of like a this weird like 2 walled like kind of outdoor room like it's like super
So
cool.
wait, so it wasn't? Did it expand or something out,
No, it's
or
like
like
I should have uploaded pictures, but like basically like there's on the
yeah?
back of like their ambulance they have like this huge like apparatus that is on there. I thought it was just like attached to, like the back, but it's not. Like it's on a hinge, and so it hinges like basically 180 degrees. So it like wraps. It like goes to like the back, and like you can't drive with it when it's like kind of like out. But inside of it, he had like propane, a little kitchen, cabinets, all this fucking crazy shit. I
Damn.
was just like, these people are could just like living this thing to like, if the Earth ended, they'd be okay for a while.
Yeah. So they basically turned into a camper.
Yeah, it's a camper. Like they like one. I think this one guy lives. I'm pretty sure he lives in his. There's like at least there's a couple that definitely lived in theirs. Theirs was not an ambulance conversion. They had like a Toyota truck that they converted into an RV. And then there was
Oh,
another
okay.
guy who I'm pretty sure is 100% in his. The guy that owns Tanya, because he had like a Starlink thing um, on his RV and like an LTE like antenna, so we can get cell signals too.
Oh,
And his like
yeah.
LTE thing like extends like hella high into the fucking into the air.
Right
So
on.
yeah, they
He
got
had it
bathrooms in
going.
them, all that shit.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I'm always like intrigued by people who like take their type of living, mobile living, and like and do really crazy stuff. Like have like a barbecue pit area, or like some people have like a fucking hot tub. They have
yeah,
like one that like pops out of hot tub and shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck they do some crazy shit? It's pretty fucking awesome.
yeah. These people are
So,
like they're kind of they're some of these people are like prepared to like almost like the insane amount of prepared. Because like when we got there,
so
like I'll just give a perfect example. It was windy that day, like the first day I was
mhm.
there, and I was like trying to figure out like what to do because we had like our ambulance is like set up, right, and we have like a table with like a tablecloth that has like all our information on it, and we had like a Papa Bear has a computer and like a monitor to like for a QR code to like people to donate and stuff like that, and I was putting down rocks to
Yeah.
like make the thing not fly away. And one of the people were
Hmm.
just like, "Oh, here I got I have uh, clips for your
The table.
tablecloth." They had clips
Yeah,
for
you clip
table.
them on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she knew exactly where it was, like in Ziploc bags, like just exactly the amount that we needed. I'm just like, what the like? Who the fuck carries that around? Like,
Dude, I always love that when people are crafty. Actually, a friend of the podcast, poor homie Quan, his mom is like that. She's got everything categorized away. Oh, I got some whatever you need. Boom, opens the drawer or a cabinet, and boom, it's all like in sealed up and shit. And boom, here you go. Like, oh, what the fuck? It's awesome. I love it.
yeah, I can't wait
That's
for
great.
I mean, we learned a lot from this year. Next year, hopefully, we'll make it a little bigger because this year we had to kind of downsize. But I think we know Papa Bear, and hopefully, I'll be able to go to some more of these like ambulance conversion events to like get the lay of the land, and then that way we can integrate it a little better with that community and get our word out. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. I loved it, even though I stayed in a hotel. Um, but yeah,
Hey, but yeah, I mean, you guys are doing a great thing. I'm glad you guys got to connect. Hopefully, it just grows from there. Um, I was in Vegas when you guys were out there. If I lived out that way, I probably wouldn't went for like a day. I would have loved to see fucking shit like that.
Dude, it was so
It's
fucking
fucking
cold.
awesome.
It was like 45 degrees.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, Vegas was too, man. Vegas hit like between 45 to 36.
yeah.
So I was like, fuck, dude. And we're out in the elements too, catching that Vegas runner.
Yeah.
Damn, it's all bad, dude.
At least
But
you're
still.
recovering.
Yeah, I'm recovering. I'm literally like, I would say I'm about 95% better.
Good.
So I'm on that last hump. So I was well enough to come on the podcast tonight. So I'm actually happy about that. I was ready to go too. I had my stuff ready, had my notes ready. I'm still surprised about Prodigy. I'm pretty sure they tackled his ass at the food patrol, but it is what it is.
I think he got. Well, we'll talk. We'll wait for it until next week. But I think it has a little bit to do with Jonathan Majors. But we'll save that for next week. he got shamed.
I need to wait. I need to wait because I have a feeling that Stitch will pop in for the Jonathan Majors thing. Yeah, just wait. I'm just waiting for that. We'll wait, but yes, we are aware of what happened to Jonathan Majors. We will talk about it, but we're gonna wait till next week. There's still some other stuff I kind of want to touch on. I don't know if you heard about the Davies Ford debacle.
Yeah, I did.
Dude, that is some shit right there. I mean, it's kind of fucked up. So I kind of want to laugh at them, but then I'm like, those people are out of work, like right around fucking Christmas too. If you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, this it was I guess a MOBA. I guess it's the massive online multiplayer, like always online, like survival fucking quest, where you jump in the game and you basically find other people to play with, or either you team up or you try to kill each other. You don't know unless you have mic and shit. And apparently,
it's not a MOBA. It's not a battle arena.
Okay, well, like it sounds the way it describes it sounds like a battle arena. That's the way.
I mean, would you consider what do you call it? Like, not the district. What is the name of that fucking game that we played?
The Division.
The Division. The Division's not a MOBA.
No, the Division's not a MOBA because there's only areas that are on like with other players you have to go to. So there's a section of the map you have to go to meet online other players. And in the first one, you had to go to a particular mode where you'd run into other players. That was probably the best version of what that arena type thing was.
Well,
but usually you're playing against NPCs.
Yeah, but I think that MOBAs are like League of Legends, Dota, Heroes of the Storm, stuff like that. So.
See, those games I don't play. But
yeah,
I've seen them play, and I understand the appeal. They're not for me. So, but this one felt like it took that environment and added like basically the Division to it. Pretty much.
It's like the Division with like better zombies, I guess.
Yeah, but the thing was that apparently when the beta dropped, there was nothing in it, and like it partially didn't work. The stuff that they said that was going to be in the game wasn't there. It was boring, and people thought the game was being review bombed. It was just being reviewed. Like people were saying like, "Hey, try the game. There's nothing there. There's nothing to do. This game doesn't offer anything." And so like the following day, or like within 3 days, the game dropped. It got like a 1 from IGN. It got like poor, just like terrible reviews. And then like a couple days after it dropped, the fucking company folded.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy because it's like, I mean, if anything, learn from like Hello Games or Cyberpunk. I mean, you can release it's just a beta. I mean, you can fix shit in the beta. It's like it sounds like somebody just like quit. It's like, if anything, like you could make it better. You know what I mean?
No, apparently they ran out of resources to make it better. They literally posted their graphs extended their reach or their reaches, whatever. Basically, they were trying to reach for something. They didn't have the resources to get there. They released an incomplete game, and they basically said as much. It's like on their website, the game was incomplete. They knew that they were fucking up, but they were trying to meet their line.
That's what betas are for, though. That's
it's so bad. But they released the game. The game was out, not just the beta. The game had an actual release, and it destroyed them. instead of them delaying and asking for their investors for more money, it's like, oh, we're going to release a broken game. And so now the studio, I guess it's pronounced fantastic without an A. The company's gone. Everyone's gone. Literally, they released a product and closed their doors. So now, I guess there are keys to the game, like beta keys or some shit. They're selling for hundreds of dollars. Like, why? Why are you selling shit to a dead game? This is like another. I guess there's been other games like it. But this reminds me of like ET, kind of. You know, this kind of you release something that was fucked up. You knew it was fucked up. You didn't want to. You didn't have the money or resources to fix it.
The thing with ET though, it got released. I think it was like, I want to say 5 weeks. The guy had 5 weeks to make that game.
Yeah. So
a single person, not a team. A single person.
Oh, I thought there was more than one. Okay. Yeah, that game was terrible. I actually own the game. I don't know what I did with it.
Yeah, I remember I used to have it too. It was really bad.
Yeah, it's probably in the desert too. It's probably in the fucking. It probably got crushed up and the chips got melted down and recycled or something.
So let me just rewind a little bit. It's actually not technically as bad as everybody that pretends to have played the game remembers, because most people didn't play the game. But the problem was, like, so back in the day, like having like multiple like screens in a game was like a big deal back then, because usually like games were like on one screen or very few screens. And so one of the things that ET did that was really cool was to have multiple screens, you know. But the problem was is that there was like this huge like glitch in the game, where you would randomly fall through the ground and you couldn't really get out, or if you did get out, you'd end up like falling in another hole, and it just didn't really make any sense. So
yeah,
that's what I kept hitting when I was a kid.
I remember there's a hole you cannot get out of.
Yeah.
That was the fucking most frustrating shit. There's this big ass fucking hole, and there's no way to get out, and you have to like restart the fucking game. It was such fucking bullshit. So the day before is the name of the game. I haven't mentioned it before. It was $40 on Steam, which is no longer available. You can no longer buy the game on Steam. It is unclear whether Valve took the game off, or if Fantastic, I guess that's how you pronounce it, or if Fantastic took the game off. But you're probably not going to get a refund. There's been people asking for refunds. If you bought the game, you're probably stuck with it. If I were you, I would probably just hang on to it, maybe burn it to a disc.
Steam will refund you the game.
Wait, what?
Steam will refund you the game.
Okay, well,
yeah, they were pretty good refund policy.
Okay, well, I guess Steam will give you your $40 back, but the company, you ain't getting that shit back. If I were you, you bought the game, try to move it to like a disc or a fucking, someplace that you can watch it, on a flash drive or something, and just save it. In 10 years, that shit will be worth something.
Yeah, so here's
It'll be like the greatest game that failed.
So Steam's official policy when it comes to getting a refund is if you have it within 14 days of purchase and it's been played for less than 2 hours, they usually refund you outright, and they can even refund you outside of that, but they have to take a look at it, so you have to submit a request.
Yeah. Oh, see. So early access to the game was supposed to remain for 6 to 8 months, which did not happen, and they're going to add additional content and increase the game's price. Yeah, but that did not fucking happen.
They could have fixed the game at that
time. Nope. They imploded. Literally. There's a big ass official statement on the platform formerly known as Twitter. But other than that, this is basically true vaporware. It's all bad. Right. It sucks because all the people are out of job, but
let's wrap this up because it's getting kind of late and I still
gotta
edit and stuff.
Yeah, you still gotta edit up. Yeah, go ahead. So what you got going on this weekend? What you doing? I know you're going through rough times with the family, but there's got to be some kind of brightness coming up this weekend.
I mean, Christmas is coming up, but I'm working throughout all the holidays. So, but whatever, I'm gonna get paid extra because they'll double time me for that. Because I moved into a new house, getting used to the new mortgage payment, which is basically like buying a shitty car every month. So But what's great though is that I got approved for a good portion of my VA disability benefits, so which is great.
Hey, congrats, man.
Yeah,
I've already said it before, but
yeah.
congrats again.
I'm still gonna.
And I know you've put even after being in the services, your body, you still put your body through some fucking shit.
I do. Oh, I definitely feel like it's all like kind of catching up. That's why I put in for it. But yeah, it's so funny because like I put in for it, but like almost I got no rating on like any of my physical stuff really, and so I have to like
Wait. What do you mean? No, what does that
they
mean?
like basically everything so far that's been like my physical related stuff has been like they said it wasn't service related, so I'm just like, all right, I'll have to fight for it when this round is done. Just kind of crazy. It's like
Hmm.
there's stuff that's in my record where it's very clear this happened when I was in.
Hmm.
You're saying it's not service connected, but it happened when I was in, so whatever.
Well, good luck with the fight, man.
Oh,
I mean,
I have confidence that I'll win in the end. I'll hire some lawyers, so it's fine.
there you go.
Um,
There you go.
I'm just happy to get like what I'm getting for now. It's a decent amount. Um,
Good.
and I got
That's
back
good.
pay.
And hey, even better.
Yeah,
I need me some back pay. That's all
yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, Christmas is coming up, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to unpacking the rest of my house. If I turned around the camera, you'll see a bunch of boxes still. And downstairs is it's all just full of boxes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully next year. I want to say hopefully it'll be a better year, but like these past 3 years, they've been getting progressively worse. So I don't even want to jinx it again because this has like been one of the
Yeah.
this has been one of the shittiest years of my life, and I'm not saying that facetiously. I've had Kay almost die, like legit. Um, our dog died. My brother-in-law died. Um, other stuff that's very personal has happened too. Um, yeah, it's been really shitty. I got a new house though,
Yeah.
so that's cool, I guess.
That's, I mean, you're not couch surfing as a man of my sector would be doing.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's good. I mean, you have a house and that's a come. I would say that's a come up inch for now. You gotta take your wins. A win is a win.
yeah. But those
So
payments suck
I,
though.
I agree.
The payments
Yeah,
suck.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. This has been a shitty year. 2023 has not been my year at all. Uh, Losing my dad has been pretty hard.
Yeah,
Um, Catching the Rona again, that was some bullshit. Like I go to like relax and reset, and then I come back fucking sick as fuck. So that was all bad. So, but as we say, we push on. We go through the mud and try to come up on top. And so that's what 2024. I'm not going to be like those people who say, "Oh, 2024 is my year." No, no, no. I'm looking to survive 2024 as well.
I'm
So
looking
who
to
knows?
survive. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
I mean, who
optimism.
knows? World War III could start next year. So
Good.
we don't know. Yeah, very good. But I'm thankful for being above ground for now. You know, I'm enjoying what I got. I just want to stay alive long enough to see the next Star Wars film. That's all I care about. That's all I want
Star Wars
for
film. Okay.
now. Yeah, it takes. I take my wins little by little. Take my inch by inch. But for me, I look forward this weekend to playing more zombies. I know you've been busy, but you've been missing out on zombies because they updated. So there's more shit.
I know,
It's
but
been crazier.
Valhalla
Yeah,
awaits.
so it's fun. Yeah, I get it. I do plan on finishing Ragnarok hopefully before the end of the year. We shall see. I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Gotham Knights with friends because we're trying to play the 4-player mode. So we're getting everybody, up to speed. Those of you who are in the Discord and you're playing the game, let me know so we can squad up. Personally, we're only playing on the Series X, unfortunately, because it's not cross-platform with the PlayStation consoles. But if you're on PC, we can squad up. So there you go. I'm actually shit watching Prodigy show Titans. Excuse me. I'm on season 3. There's 4 seasons, so I don't know why he really likes the show. They take a lot of fucking shit with the Titans and just fucking ball it up and throw it in the trash type shit. So I see why Blue hated this. This makes me angry watching it, but I still watch it. I know. I guess there's supposed to be a crossover somewhere in this fucking shit. We'll see. There's not that many episodes per season. Plan on watching a couple, hopefully cheery holiday movies, and staying warm. That's about it.
All right, take us out here, man.
All right, you guys just listen to Black and Black on Infinity, the dankest podcast on the internet. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with B then BTI, BTHAMBTI. Anywhere you listen to your podcast or even radio, whatever, we're on there. Check us out with our official website, bigheadproductions.com/B You can email us at bthenbti@gmail.com. Like I mentioned, we have a Discord. Email us, let us know you want to join the Discord. I recommend just put Discord on the subject matter. Try not to email us with the empty subject that looks suspect as fuck. Yeah. Oh, every Wednesday we're live on YouTube. Wednesday night ish, 8:30 ish. You can watch us and check us out and interact with us in the chat on YouTube. We're also on Twitch. Twitch has a chat too. We need to get better interacting with people on Twitch if they're in there, because I'm usually not watching that one. But we're live on there as well. There you go.
All right.